these are bone-in thighs. I'm going to quickly debone them, take the skin off. I'm going to quickly go through that with you, in case you don't know how. Definitely want a sharp knife. You may find it easier using a smaller knife. Get a bowl ready for your chicken. You don't want dirty chicken, well, not dirty chicken, but raw chicken lying around. So, we don't want the skin. If you want to leave the skin on, I mean the skin on doesn't really work that well for this recipe, but if you're doing something else and you want the skin on, leave the skin on. But if you don't want the skin, it is easy to take off now, and you can literally just pull it. Usually as well, before I start with chicken, it's best to have everything ready so you don't have chicken hands and have to go everywhere. I know I'm going to be putting the scraps back in there. The chicken that I finished with is going to go in there. Robert's your mother's brother. Right, turn it over. So this is the outside where the skin would have been. Turn it over, and you can see you've got the bone running there, right? Now with the point of a sharp knife, just literally just run down from one end of the bone to the other, watching your fingers, and just keep doing it until you can see the bone. Right, now you can pull it all away a little bit, and you should be able to see the bone. So you're just going to keep scraping your knife down against that rear edge of that bone and just slowly peel the meat away. Do the other side as well. And eventually you should get to a point where it's just held on by just at the back, and you can just scrape down the back with your blade as well. Sometimes it also helps to disconnect it at the top, so you end up with this, and then you just cut along the bone, not into the bone, because obviously you don't want shards of bone, and also the bone will help blunt your knife even quicker. Get rid of the bottom bit. Get rid of the bone. Do have a check. Sometimes you'll end up with like this here, which is kind of the top end of the knee. It can be a bit of a pain to get rid of, so what I tend to do is just carefully as possible and with as least waste as possible, just cut the whole lot out. So I've lost a bit of meat there, but not a lot, and it's a lot. I would have just ruined it all anyway, trying to get that bit of meat out. Also, once you're taking the skin off, sometimes at the thinner back end, you get these scraps of fat. It's worth just trimming them off as well, because whilst fat means flavour, there's already a lot of fat on a chicken thigh. So, and all of this here as well can go. Chicken thigh is already fatty enough. We don't need to just add fat just for the sake of it.